Shalom, it's your boy DVD back again with another edition. So apologies for not being present. I've been just diving into the stock market more, learning about the Wall Street bets and other things, and just tapping into different trades. So I've been really busy. Also, studying more and finishing the book. So guys, we're going to be talking about alpha, female, and toxic masculinity, and why the world is pushing this narrative down our throats and making us accept this. So cool. Now, you need to understand that the elites are planning to merge human beings, just like me and you, with AI, with nanotechnology, and all of these new technological advancements. Now, in that aspect, they're trying to turn people into demigods, where they're partly humans and partly superior. Now, in order for that process to happen, they're conditioning us slowly. Similar to how they're going to apply cashless society. They introduce contactless cards, where we're using more and more less of our cash and more of our debit cards. So now the same principle is being applied here right now. So now you've heard alpha female and you've heard toxic masculinity. Now you need to understand there is no alpha female and there is no toxic masculinity. What they're trying to do gender neutrality, where the genderless society, where they're trying to say that a man can be female and a man, and a woman can be both male and female. So they're merging people into accepting this ideology, which is the Baphomet society. So when you go home, go on the internet and type in the Baphomet, you will see this is a goat. This is why they call everyone goat, greatest of all time, goat, which is the Baphomet. This is the Azazel, which is the god that the elites are worshipping. Now, this deity has breast, but he's a male goat. So he's half female, half male. This ideology is what they're trying to introduce into our society, because they're trying to train us gradually into where we don't view each other as male or female. So they're trying to disrupt the image of the Most High. So they're trying to corrupt the image of the Most High, similar to what happens pre-flood, before the Most High flooded the earth. There was Nephilims and chimeras, where people were genetically modifying their bodies. The same principle is being applied in 2020, which people are very soon going to be able to modify themselves and change characteristics of themselves to a way that very soon we're not going to view each other as male and female anymore. So now this is the subtle, small introduction that they're trying to implement into our society, where we will now begin to understand, okay, male and females don't exist anymore. But also what they're trying to do, they're trying to disrupt the balance of the universe, because of this world operates in magnetism, vibration, frequencies, and energy. But magnetism is the whole concept of this metaphysical. Now you need to understand a female is the lesser vessel, not being inferior, but just the way that the Most High created it in the magnetic frequency terminology. Because the male, which I've already identified you, I told you numerous of times, has the semen, and semen is the life force. Life is positively charged. Whereas the female, she's the incubator, a host, which is where the production of life will then, the seed will then hatch and the production will grow. So her body is her hormonal, all of these things are very, very hostile in her body, in order for that child to grow, making her a bit weaker than us in terms of anatomy, and all of these things. They're just slightly different, because we produce testosterone, they produce estrogen. Testosterone is almost a game changer because it gives you dominance. Now, when male is masculine in its truest form, in its purest form, a man is confident, assured, and dominant. But not in a way of bullying, but in a sense of assuredness. So he knows what he wants in life. That's pure masculinity. Femininity is soft, subtle. Now, when we've talked about this, positive in terms of dominance, minus in terms of submissiveness. This creates and a charge. This creates electricity. Negative and positive create a current. Now, what they're trying to do, they're trying to offset the nature of the universe, where there's feminine energy and masculine energy merging. They're trying to repel, create friction. And this is why there is so much friction in our society right now, where there's no more marriages, people are not marrying anymore, people are just staying in this hookup culture for life, where there is no more agreement. It's like almost female and male can't see eye to eye because of people don't know their positions anymore. And because of this friction, there is tension. And this tension leads to less production of children because people are not marrying anymore and building a family unit. So all of this is to disrupt the family unit in its total and create disharmony. Now, when a woman is claiming to be alpha female, what she's trying to say, that she's masculine, dominant, assured, confident, which in trueness, there isn't so much wrong with those terminology if you look at it in the surface level. But you need to understand that in a what's it called, you can't serve two masters. In any organization, there needs to be a head, a CEO, someone who is a shot caller, and then someone who is slightly underneath it, just meaning more compromising. Now, if the female is dominant and the male is dominant, it creates friction. If the male is feminine and the female is feminine, it creates friction because of there is no leader. Now, this is what they're trying to create. They're trying to create a confusion, a massive confusion where no one knows their position anymore, and it's working. The reason why it's working because people are not aware of this. Why am I telling you this? Because we are in the semen retention community, and in the semen retention community, we're talking about masculinity. And masculinity is the very most fundamental aspect that any man can possess, because when you are masculine in your truest form, you are assured, confident, not bullying dominant, but assured, meaning that you don't seek validation, you don't bully people, but you're true in your masculine frame. Are you there with me? So this is what we're going to be touching about more. This is just the introduction, trying to show you guys what's happening. We're going to be breaking this down more. But it's your boy DBD checking out. Shalom.